1.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Sentinel's preview of the Piaa Boys Basketball Championship. I'm Kurt Bope, alongside boys basketball reporter Bill Landis. Bill, we've got Trinity, Camp Hill. First off, how'd they get here?
Well, Trinity entered the District 3 tournament as a second seed in the Class AAA playoffs. Came out the same way with the second seed for Piaa. They beat Susquehanna Township in the first round, followed it up with wins over Northeastern and York Suburban in the quarters and the semifinals, and then fell to Berks Catholic in a hard-fought game in the final championship game. For Camp Hill, they came in as a number 4 seed in Class A, came out as a number 3 seed after beating Antietam in the third place game. This is actually the first time in Kevin Rutherford's tenure at Camp Hill that they've finished with a seed higher than 4th in the district.
Excellent, okay. Playing a couple teams from your hometown. First off, let's take a look at Trinity's matchup. Who they got?
Yes, very excited for the Philadelphia flavor of the boys bracket. Trinity has Archbishop Carroll in the first round out of the Philadelphia Catholic League, the 3rd seed out of District 12. This is a matchup of two teams with really good defenses, both teams holding opponents to under 50 points per game. Archbishop Carroll had 2 really nice wins in the regular season over St. Joe's Prep and my alma mater, Roman Catholic, sad to admit. Two-man show for Archbishop Carroll. Alex Stavetsky and Josef Jakob run the show for the Patriots. Pretty decent-sized guards, but I don't think Carroll has as much depth as Trinity. I think Trinity has definitely 3, possibly 4 players you can go double digits any night. And as long as they keep playing the way they've been playing in these districts, I think it's a pretty good matchup for them in the first round.
Absolutely, and I know that from the district championship, I mean, well-fought, well-balanced game, great team. How about Camp Hill? What do you got?
Camp Hill's reward for getting the 3rd seed in District 3 is playing the top Class A team in the state, Constitution High from Philadelphia. 18-9 in the Philadelphia Public League champs this year. Very tested team, have played a few teams in the national top 25. Not a lot of wins there, but still tested. Savon Goodman, a 6'6" wing, D1 recruit, the likes of UCLA, Kentucky. He was committed to Villanova, decommitted. I mean, this guy is just a freak athlete. You can check him out on YouTube if you want to. There's a dunk of him jumping over somebody on an alley-oop. Poor kid. God bless him. Another guy, Daquan Walker, point guard, 6'3", another kid with D1 aspirations. And this is a team that scored 100 points in one game and 99 points in another game in their public league playoffs. Big key for Camp Hill here is just to not spectate and stand around and watch the aerial assault that Goodman can put on if he gets out in transition.
Excellent. I know who I'm going to be watching, but for you, players to watch for both these teams.
Starting with Trinity, I'm going to go with Brad Wessner. He's their 2nd leading scorer, but in these playoffs, he's really playing well for them. He's been their best player. 17 points per game in the playoffs, a season-high 26 against Berks Catholic in that championship game loss. The thing that's really been working for him that Coach Larry Kostelak pointed out after that championship game is his step-back jumper. He's penetrating well and just pulling up on a dime and really nailing that shot, shooting 55% in the playoffs. And I think the biggest change for him is he's being the aggressor. He was kind of passive, maybe delegating to his teammates a little bit in the regular season, but he's really taking the reins of being that go-to guy for them here.
Excellent. How about for Camp Hill? Who are you watching?
Camp Hill, as always, is Deshaun Williams. I mean, he's the best player on that team, one of the best players in the area. And from talking with Coach Kevin Rutherford, actually just a few minutes ago here, he said this is a game where Deshaun can really prove himself against a team like Constitution. But the key for him is to not get too caught up in that hype. I mean, playing in Philly, Sout Philadelphia High School, it can kind of get to your head. You can maybe try to do a little too much. The key for him is to sort of just let it come to him and try to find a way to play well, but also get his teammates involved and find the best way for his team to win.
Excellent. Who's someone that maybe from District 3 that's not necessarily in the Sentinels area, but, you know, in our area that we know of? Who's someone you're watching team-wise?
I'm looking at Berks Catholic, obviously. Fresh in my mind, I just saw them in the District 3 final against Trinity. I really like this team. I like the size that they have with Marquise Marshall at guard and Donovan Jack at center at 6'9". I mean, they're a very big team. The only thing I will say with them is Trinity did it a little bit. If you can run them and tire them out, and that could maybe cause some problems with Berks Catholic and States. I mean, they're on the same end of the bracket as Newman Goretti out of Philadelphia, state powerhouse, state champions. Berks Catholic, to me, is a team that, if they get the right opponent, they can maybe lose in the first round, but they can also make a run to the state final, maybe even the state championship.
Excellent. All right, speaking of the championship, got to pick some winners. Who you got, Class A?
Sticking with the Philly flavor of my championship picks, Class A, I'm going with Constitution. AA, Communications Tech, also out of the Philadelphia Public League. AAA, Newman Goretti, Philadelphia Catholic League powerhouse. And Quad A, not quite in Philadelphia, but neighbors, Chester High School, out of District 1. I think they're probably the best team in the state. I don't think there's anybody close to them, and I think they'll run through the Quad A bracket.
Excellent. All right, well, thank you, Bill. And thank you for watching. Be sure to follow cumberlink.com, or you can always like us on Facebook at The Sentinel Sports, or follow us on Twitter at CLink Sports. Be sure to stay tuned to us. We'll be keeping you posted throughout the postseason. And thank you for watching.